And one of the actually could even be the crown jewel. I was going to say one of the little jewels, but this is not a little jewel. This could be the crown jewel. If you're looking for something to do in 2018, definitely a bucket list item. How about a wilderness experience with world-class fishing for northern pike, smallmouth bass, and get this one now. You don't often get this in northern, especially northwestern Ontario adventures, but musky and tiger musky.
Ooh.
We're talking trophy fishing, by the way. It's called Fireside Lodge in northwestern Ontario near the Sioux Lookout. I love Sioux Lookout, by the way. Just love that whole area. Anyways, lots to offer, including portage trips, which you don't hear a lot about. Portage trips to outback remote lakes. Joining us now to talk about this and all of the adventures available at Fireside Lodge is Alan Brandes. Good morning, Alan. How are you?
Good morning, Angelo. How are you today?
I finally have warmed up. I came back from Florida late yesterday and stepped into the deep freeze here. But I'm getting the hang of it now. Don't you worry. How is it up in your neck of the woods, buddy?
Actually, I woke up to about 24 below this morning.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we're getting pretty vicious weather this morning. But we've had some cold on and off, and it's been pretty cold most of the winter. We're getting a cold, snowy winter this year.
Alan, let's talk first about that whole little Vermillion Lake system, which, of course, not many people are familiar with. I've spent a lot of hours fishing on it, and I got to tell you, it's one of the most productive and fertile bodies of water. We'll call it the body, but it's a system anywhere on the planet, and it's all about baitfish and food that's available in that system. Tell us about that first.
Well, okay, Little Vermillion Lake System, as you know, we're a series of about 9 different lakes where Fireside Lodge is the only lodge located on the lake system. And baitfish is an important factor in any fishing system's productivity. And the key to it is having deep water baitfish. We have, of course, all the normal shallower water baitfish, including suckers. And then we also have whitefish and ciscos, which are schooling bait fish, they're fatty-based fish. So they keep the productivity in your lake excellent, and not only being able to provide quantities of bigger game fish, but also sizable fish. That's what a lot of people are looking for in an ultimate wilderness fishing experience in Canada. And because they have that fatty-based bait fish to sit outside the schools of those cisco and whitefish and eat, they build up a lot of body weight and grow quickly, and just give everybody an opportunity to catch a trophy fish.
And Alan, let's not make any qualms about this. You're a long ways off. It's quite a trek to Sioux Lookout and to Fireside. But and I say that with a smile on my face, because I really, to be honest with you, I believe there's got to be a little bit of pain to get the tremendous gain of fishing a fertile trophy lake system that is virtually as untouched and productive today as it was 100 years ago. And generally, you got to put something in it to get that kind of experience. And there's no doubt about it. You definitely qualify for that. Tell us about the operation itself, the lodge, the cabins.
Okay, well, Fireside Lodge, like I said, we're located on a lake system of 9 different lakes. We're the only lodge on there, and we've got a big main historical lodge. It's about 6,500 feet. It was built in the early 1900s. It has extreme history to it over the years, and during its heyday, where Mike Ament really promoted it heavily to get it going in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, they had a lot of people, movie stars, people like that, who can travel to areas this far and had the means to do so. And so it's got a lot of that history behind it. Plus, we've got, modern cabins for people to stay in. We did a rebuilding process throughout our stay here, my wife and I, Audrey and I. Over 29 years we've been here. We've totally rebuilt or built all new cabins. So you have extreme modern facilities with everything and all the needs you'd have in them and want in them, and plus that historical lodge to bring the history back. And we've left a lot of the artifacts from years gone by in there.
Wow. It looks fantastic, by the way, anybody listening. Tell us a little bit about, because I'm really intrigued with the portage experience. Having done a few of those, I can tell you it's kind of the next level for any serious angler. Flying is a great experience, I have to admit, but the portages into Little Back Lake somehow have a whole special feeling to them. Tell us about your opportunities in terms of portage.
They do have a unique, feel to them, Angela. I agree with you. Even though you can get excellent fishing just in the main lake, portage lakes really give people the opportunity to go back into a lake. We've got 4 of them you can drive up to, and then I've got a trail marked and clearly cleared out that you could walk across with just some of your basic needs, fishing equipment. And we've got a boat and motor on the other side with a supply of gas. The boat is upright. It's on a ramp. And we have boat winches on the ramp, so it makes it easy for you to put the boat in and out of the water. Once you get there, you'll be the only boat on that lake for that day. And so it just gives you a great feel of what we always promote, a great Canadian wilderness fishing experience, being on that lake all by yourself. We also have creek-accessible lakes, which people could come in and go in and out as they want, but we've got 3 of those where people go up through a creek and get into a lake system, a lake in there where, it just gives you a great feel going through that whole aquatic system, and then fish places that you can imagine when people used to discover those lakes years ago and the discovery. But they're all great fishing lakes and give you those different opportunities.
Talk to me about the tiger muskie.
Okay, the tiger muskie is in our lake system, and basically it's something that a lot of people don't have an opportunity to fish for. And as you probably know, they naturally occur in our lake system because we have pike and muskie.
Right.
Sometimes certain weather conditions will have them crossbreed, and they grow large. They're beautifully marked, and they're very, very aggressive fighters. Even this being the cross between the pike and muskie, something gives them just an extreme fighting ability, and they're really fun to catch.
How prevalent are they? In other words, can somebody come up there and actually target a tiger muskie, or is it one of those? Is it most part an incidental catch?
It's basically whenever you're fishing for muskie, you'll most likely run into tiger muskie along with it. It's not a targetable species. They have a lot of the same habits as muskie, actually.
Yeah.
So it's something that you catch while you're pursuing a muskie, and they grow substantial, very wide-bodied, and just really a lot of fun to catch.
Packages, is it all one package, or do you offer the opportunity for folks to customize their experience with you?
Well, we have an all-inclusive package, and the customization we have is that as opposed to a lot of places which require Saturday to Saturday stay, you can come on any day and depart on any day. So we have smaller packages and longer packages, so we'll have a 4-night, 3-day package through a 7-night, 6-day package. And you can also, basically design that package even longer if you want. We have some guests that stay longer. And so it's kind of what you want to do and how you want to spend your time. Our all-inclusive package includes all your meals, boat motor, all your gas, your accommodation, actually maid service and cleaning service in your accommodation every day, dock service, which dock service takes care of cleaning your boat every day, maintaining it, helping you on and off the dock, and gassing it up. And then you also get a complete orientation when you get here with fishing maps and daily fishing instruction from me personally. That's what I do for all our guests.
And that, my friend, is worth the price of admission on its own. No doubt about it. Listen, thank you very much for joining us, Alan. It's a wonderful opportunity for somebody looking to do that ultimate fishing trip. It's called a Fireside Lodge, Sioux Lookout in northwestern Ontario. And Alan, thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Angelo, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Firesidelodge.com, firesidelodge.com. Check it out. His name is Alan Brandes and runs a tremendous operation without question.